First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. That's going to be pulled in by Wright. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. 3rd down coming up.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On 3rd down, they go with Wright. And he's in! Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Packers. That his first touchdown of the new year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Nix. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. 1st down, Broncos. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they will finally run him down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
A run here. It's McLaughlin. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Sending a receiver right. A run now with McLaughlin. Woo! And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Back to throw is Nix. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now,
powering forward, he's in. Jaleel McLaughlin, touchdown Broncos.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. This throw, right side, taken in by Ridley.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. This one complete right side. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That's right side and brought in by Williams. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Green Bay. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, McLaughlin. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Packers on top. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Second and 11. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims.
It was clear from the jump, Mike, that he wanted to take a shot downfield, bought himself a little extra time by moving the launch point. Ball just kind of sailed on him a little bit and ends up falling harmlessly out of bounds.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He'll check this down to the running back. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy.
And he's in. Touchdown, Packers. Extra point try, forthcoming. He's got it. And the Packers will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing. Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third down and 9. To throw is Nix. Now he'll air one out. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercept it. And the Packers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going for it all. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position out of bounds at the 3. A big gainer for Green Bay. 52 yards. So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. On first down, here's Nix to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really two types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
That one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Oh, he coughs up the football. The Packers have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
That one good for 29.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Broncos will take over at their own 15.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Play action now. It's Nix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down. Here's Nix to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target. And
the ball comes out. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet At the end of the game, and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security.
That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the foot. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Packers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
He's going to take a shot down the field.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Again, working deep downfield. Whoa. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position. Inside the red zone. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Back 60. Let's go. Cut 19. Cut 19. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do them any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Here we go, set. 79 Broncos.
Now they'll set up to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. First and 10.
Come on, set.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Let's go now.
Back to the air once more on second down. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And the Broncos are going to get the football at their own 40.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Drive will start on the ground. And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard line. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
First and 10 now from the 36. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Quick throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Now a 3rd and 2.
Let's go. No, no.
A give here to Wright. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
And more of the same. Another interception. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Credit him for trying to escape. The defense, though, was on that. And finally, they bring him down behind the line.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up...
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Thrown left side. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Broncos have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner. If you're going to give your guy a chance for a jump ball in the end zone, you better make sure you put that ball in the right spot. That seemed to me like the defender had a better chance at it than the receiver did.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19, 18. Set up.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Now, faking the give. He is in. Touchdown, Packers. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
This will be returned from the 2. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Lucas Van Ness, the former first-round pick, there to make the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Open man, downfield, it's Franklin. He's to the 15. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Denver. No problem there on the extra point. And the Broncos are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. We'll start the drive on the ground. And here comes a reverse. And he'll take this forward for about 5. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw is Nix. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Denver. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane, the goal line. They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked up by Edgerrin Cooper. Oh, big hole left side. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. A throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A 1st down throw for Nix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Head up. This is right. Nice move. Slips a tackle. Gets forward for a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. It's a gain of 34. Back to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers. And another score puts them in great shape here in the fourth quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. And this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Bingo! Bingo! Let's go! Go!
They'll turn and hand this one off. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, Broncos. Throwing is Nix. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. He'll air it out down the middle. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And at this point in the game, trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry it into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively.
Second down, Nix. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Tyrell Dodson. And And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Smash, smash.
On the ground, this is right. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. So, it's a win for the Packers. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start.